107.5 WGCI. Tony Score, the Morning Riot on your radio. And this brother right here tore down the Pitchfork Festival this past weekend in Chicago. He's got some hot music, man. As a matter of fact, he's been called by Time Magazine awesome. And Nina Chantel has called him refreshing.
Refreshing.
Kendrick Lamar in the building this morning, man. The Recipe. What's up, my brother?
Welcome.
Hey, first of all, I just got to let you know, man, we're big fans of your music.
We really
here on
are.
Tony Score Morning Riot Show,
and we don't say that about a lot of people, homie.
Appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
Well, Nina Chantel says that about absolutely no one.
You know, and I don't mean to sound so negative about the music out these days, but I just feel like everything sounds like everything, or just, not my style. And Kendrick, you have this refreshing style, and it's just like Tony and I were listening to a new track this morning that our producer Sherm played.
That's the single.
But the funny part was Tony and I weren't paying attention to what he was playing, so we're kind of bopping our heads, and we both at the same time were like, "That is just hot. Who is that?" He's like, "Yo, that's Kendrick Lamar." Yeah. So
how
it's
did you enjoy
one
performing at the Pitchfork Festival? The crowds were crazy. I just saw the video. How did you enjoy that?
First time there, always hearing about it. I finally get to debut myself there, and they gave me so much energy, like I was home, man.
And Lady Gaga was with you. What is that about?
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah, now you know the rumors are gonna start. Now your girl Lady Gaga was seen supporting your set. She was tweeting about your music.
Yeah.
Now you know the rumors are starting. Now are you getting Gaga with Gaga or what?
That's a good friend, man.
A good friend.
A good friend, like
Y'all
a good friend,
always
good friend.
say that, man.
like a good friend, like where
Right.
you could call her at late night and get something from good friend, or
That's just a good friend.
Has she Gaga yet? That's what we want to know.
a good friend,
did she Gaga yet?
That's what brothers want to hear. Gaga.
Well, that's a huge support system right there. A huge name like her. How did that happen? How did?
She just reached over on Twitter, just being a fan of the music. We come from two different worlds as far as, music we do, and she's a fan of hip hop, and she says the same thing, that, my sound is refreshing. That's what really, attracted her to it. And
now, when she first reached out to you, did you think somebody was just playing with you? Like, this ain't no damn Gaga. Get them out of here.
Yeah, definitely. Be so many fake accounts on Twitter and stuff, so I had to go through and really check, and it was her, most definitely. She good people, man.
We're talking to Kendrick Lamar, and your parents are from Chicago, huh?
Yeah, definitely. South Side.
So did you ever visit as a child?
All the time.
All right, cool. Hey, I need to ask you this. I saw something in your bio that's really interesting to me. You said you were inspired. Your first moment when you were really inspired with hip-hop, you were in L.A. and you got to see Dr. Dre and Tupac shoot the infamous California Love video. Talk about that moment and how it inspired you.
Yeah, man. I was in Compton. They were shooting the first version of it. And what happened was they stopped and just, right in front of the middle of the street, and just want to mingle with the people. My pops had seen them, came back down the house 5 minutes away, got me, put me on the shoulders.
Were they in the whole Mad Max garb that they were wearing during the video?
No, they weren't in that one. It was the first version first.
Oh, the first one. Okay, cool.
Hold on, how cute is this? He said his pops put him on his shoulders to check it out. So how old were you?
I had to be at least 7.
Ay, qué lindo.
There were so many kids out there.
And that was the point. You say, hey, man, I got to be involved in this.
Definitely. I subconsciously, down the line, after seeing that, it sparked something, because I always kept thinking about that moment.
When did you begin to know that you had a talent? This is what you wanted to do?
Probably when I was 13. I first started, writing my own raps. Then that moment when I was 16, when I first got in the studio, I heard my voice play back. What
was that moment like?
Man, I wanted to keep hearing. It was a high.
Yeah.
It was a high. As soon as I heard that, I wanted to keep doing it.
Like, I don't need no Cali Kush today. I'm good right now.
In a complete respectful manner, Kendrick, you weren't as known until all of a sudden, boom, it just kind of happened.
Yeah.
How does that feel, and what's changing in your world?
It took a whole lot of grind and dedication, just to get the ear of the people. I started selling out shows on the West Coast, on the East Coast, then they got the attention of Dre. And it feels great because, knowing that I come from a space where, opportunity's not really given, and knowing that I dedicated myself to grind and go get it, it puts me in a space where I know anything is possible. So when I go out here and I talk to these people, I let them know, you could do whatever you want to do. I come from that same place you come from.
Absolutely.
And working with Dr. Dre, you've been actually called the new king of the West Coast by the likes of Game, Dre, Snoop.
Wow.
How does it feel to have a coast looking at you
That's
like,
big.
yo, you're our voice right now. You're the voice of
That's
the West
big.
Coast. How does that feel?
Man, it's crazy, man.
No pressure. No, I'm just kidding.
Right. The whole biggest state in the country right now, you're holding them down. So how does that feel?
Man, I looked up to all them dudes, man. Dre, Game, shout out to him. He been a big homie for a while. putting me on the intro.
Are you going to be on his new reality show?
He got a new reality show.
Yeah, they're saying that it's being being shopped out to VH1 and MTV, but it's going to be about him and his fiance, so it could show a softer side and the more family man side.
Yeah, because he a good dude. That's a lot of people don't know.
Hey, he wasn't a good dude last week, the 40 Glock. What do you think about the whole situation? Those are two brothers, from your hometown. What do you think of the 40 Glock Game situation?
I mean, that's between Game and 40 Glock, man. You know, that's two individuals.
Good answer.
But that's
politically correct.
But that's somebody from LA. Were you kind of like disappointed? I mean, to see the two of your brothers from your city are going at it like that.
Right. I mean, I really don't know 40 Glock like that. You know, I met him probably once or twice. I know Game for sure. You know, that's my dude. You know, and whatever they have out, they own individuals, man. You know, they go do whatever they got to do it. You know, so that's between them. But you know, I know Game.
Yeah. And you know he a fool.
Yeah.
Hey, now you worked in the studio with Dr. Dre, and we always hear stories about how maniacal he is as far as the work ethic and how. I remember there's a story about Busta Rhymes. He came out the booth one day sweating. 3 of his dreads had fell out. Yeah. He thought he spit the hardest verse ever, and Dre was like, yeah.
All the time.
Yeah.
He will see if you built for it.
So, I mean, what is that like? Is it really pressure filled when you're in the studio with someone? I mean, it's Dr. Dre.
You know what's crazy about it? I thought, I always heard these stories too. Then when my moment came, I thought I was going to be like nervous. I was more excited than anything. So him telling me, I like what you said, say it like this, I wanted to do it anyway. You dig what I'm saying? Because I was just.
Because it was Dre telling you, like, wow,
I'm a kid looking up to this dude all my whole life.
Is your album going to be only you, all you, or is it going to have features from other people?
I'm selfish on this album.
That's great. Really, actually, I was hoping you'd say that.
I was real because a lot of people get in my situation. They feel like they made it already. Want to grab all these producers, all these names. I still feel like I got to prove myself.
Good. I'm glad you said that.
Now they're saying that Lady Gaga may jump on the CD now that you got a friendship
That'd
going.
Be
How
high.
would that be? Would that be great for you?
That'd be nice.
What is the studio session gonna be like?
I know, right?
Yo, it'll be half naked with a whole bunch of colors or dominatrix outfits.
Why is the camel walking around? What the hell is going on around here?
Hey, yo, that'll help you on the crossover side, too. There are such big plans and dreams I have for you, Kendrick Lamar. I'm excited for you and your future.
Good people, man.
Hey, coming up in October, M.A.A.D City, M.A.A.D. What does that stand for? What does the acronym stand for?
I can't give it out.
You can't give it out?
I can't give it out to the
Why?
I like the element of surprise. That's what's been driving all my people.
So now I got to sit here for like 2 months now trying to figure out what the hell M.A.A.D. stands for.
Soon enough, man. Soon enough.
Hey, who's your favorite Chicago rapper, by the way?
My favorite Chicago rapper. Day one, probably I'd start with Twista.
Oh, yes, sir. Shouts out to my man, Twist.
Of course, Kanye West.
Yeah, absolutely.
To say, Common, Lupe. Yeah, Twista for sure.
Yeah, that's what's up.
All right, man. Hey, we appreciate your work, man. We appreciate what you do. We look forward to M.A.A.D City, no matter what it means, coming out in October, man. Good luck, and thank you for stopping
Actually,
by.
Tony, I'm glad you mentioned that. Do you mind calling us the day that you feel that you want to release that information and make sure that we're like the first morning show?
I wouldn't mind.
If you don't mind, we would love to be the first one.
Good people. I wouldn't mind.
All right, cool. There it is.
My man Kendrick Lamar. Y'all keep on supporting him, man.
Yes, sir.
GCI.